org. You know, one of the questions we get is what is the difference and what are the different ways to invest? And so we're going to show that to you right now. Now, there's all kinds of ways that you can get started investing. You can use traditional stock brokerages. You know, as you look around the world, there's all these big stock brokerages. Now, what's the difference between a bank and a stock brokerage? Well, when you go to a bank, you're literally loaning money to the bank, and all you're doing is moving money back and forth. Number two is that when you open up a brokerage account, you have the ability to buy stocks, little bits of companies, as Warren Buffett would say, or you can do longer term loans, bonds, and things like that. In one of the next segments, we're going to talk about the different things that you're going to be able to do. But right now, I want to talk to you about the benefits and some of the strengths and the weaknesses of just using your Ginvest, which is part of your Gcash, versus GoTrade, and then versus a regular program. So I'm going to bring Daryl back in and have him bring up that on his phone so you can see it. And again, for people around the world, there's all kinds of options that you have in order to get started. The key thing that we're trying to help you do is get started. The one thing that every adult has told me that agrees upon, the one thing that they wish they would have done was started earlier. Now, the challenge is, you know, honestly, I don't care if the investments go up or down. What I care about is you get in the game. You got to get in the game and get in the game for a long time. You know, Warren Buffett talks about the snowball. You know, they ask him, how come he's amassed so much money? Well, he said, well, I created a snowball up on top of the hill. And as the snowball has gone down the hill, it's got bigger, 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 bigger. So the concept of being able to create a long-term wealth is being able to get started early and then having your snowball grow because you've got a lot of time to be able to do it. We talk about the rule of 72. How long does it take for an investment to double in value? So the marketplace is all kinds of crazy. We're going to talk about that in just a second, but I want to talk to you about the differences with Gcash and Ginvest. And the advantages to me is that on Gcash, you're using it every day. You're using it every day. It's simple to be able to get involved with what you're doing. You've already got money in it. But step number two is you need to separate. You need to separate and sort your money. You need to put it where it needs to go. You can't commingle. You can't have it here and here. Most people should have a whole separate account, like a GoTrade account, a Robinhood account, or a brokerage account, because we literally, when it goes here, we don't want it to go someplace else. We want it to go here, and that's where it needs to go. So on a Gcash account, what's nice is that you've already got money in there and you can start investing. And we're going to talk about cash versus cash, bonds, and loans. Okay, so cash, loan, loaner, own in the next segment. But what I want you to understand is that that's the plus of the Gcash, but you've got to move it into the Ginvest. The GoTrade is a whole separate account, just like you have a bank account that is designed just to be able to, for your daily living, you move money in, money out, you pay bills, you make money, stuff like that. A GoTrade account is a separate account that's just for you to be able to invest in stocks as well as loans, you know, bonds, or even cash. And again, what I love about it is it's separated, because when I send money that direction, when I get money down to here, it doesn't come back here. Money flows one direction because I want it to go here and then I want it to come down here into the formula. So that's the second piece. Then traditional accounts, the Fidelities, the Schwabs, the TD Ameritrades, they're all over the world. Again, those are just brokerage accounts. They're similar to a bank account. The difference is that instead of just putting money in the bank, you can actually invest in small parts of businesses. So I want to show you, I want to go to Daryl with his phone so you can see how this is working. We're going to show you Gcash/Ginvest, and then we're going to pop over and show you the next part, which is on GoTrade. Okay, go ahead, Daryl.
Thank you so much, Tom. So marami po yung nagtatanong ano ang meron sa Ginvest, kung paano ginagawa. Oops, my bad. Okay, kung paano po ginagawa. I'm going to show you, papakita ko sa inyo ngayon kung ano na pong nangyari dun sa Ginvest or dun sa investment. Okay? So as I am learning from Tom, well, hindi ko po alam lahat, no. I don't know everything, but I am learning from people who knows this game, no. Example po natin si Tom. So hindi ko alam kung ano po yung meron sa investment, okay? Now, meron tayong Ginvest ngayon na pwede nating gamitin sa pag-i-invest. Nakakakuha tayo ng mga rewards, attendance, earn courses, no? Talagang pera po yan, pera. Now, ang gusto po ni Tom sa atin is to invest our money, no? Saan natin i-invest, no? Again, we are not traders, we are investors long term. First question, I am losing money every day. No? Why is that? Bakit nangyayari yon? I have 100 pesos in my investment yesterday, but now it's 95 pesos. No? Nawalan ako ng pera. Why is that happen? Bakit nangyayari yon? So, I'm going to explain to you, with you, kung ano po ang nangyayari. So, ganito po yan. Madaling salita. Let's say, for example, bibili po kayo ng 5 mansanas, 5 apples. Okay? Yun ang mga stocks. Kunwari, for example, yung 5 mansanas po na yun, ang halaga kada isa, okay, kada isa is 5 pesos. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So, bumili ka ngayon ng 5 mansanas sa halagang 25 pesos kasi 5. Okay? So, tapos tomorrow, yung halaga po ng mansanas na yon bumaba. Ang naging halaga na lang nila 3 pesos each. So kahapon bumili ka ng 5 apples, 5 pesos each. Ang naging halaga nila ngayon 3 pesos each. So yung mansanas na binili mo, ang halaga lang niya 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So yung 5 yun, 15 pesos. So anong nangyari? Nawalan ka ba ng pera? Hindi po. You didn't lose money. Yung value lang yung bumaba. So what you can do, ang pwede po, ang dapat nating gawin, at that point, kapag mababa po yung presyo, bili tayo ng another 5 na mansanas for 3 pesos. No? For 3 pesos each. So ngayon, bibili ka ngayon. So gumastos ka ng magkano sa 5 mansanas? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 pesos ulit, isasama mo ngayon. Ilan na yung mansanas mo? You have 10. Okay? 10 na yung apples mo. Tapos kinabukasan ulit, yung halaga ng mansanas tumaas. Naging 10 pesos na yung isa. So 10 pesos po yung isa, meron kang 10. O magkano ang pera mo niyan? Kung 10 pesos ang isa, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 pesos na. See, tumaas po yung value na meron doon sa mga binili mo. Ganon din po gumagalaw yung stocks. Okay? Sa investment po dito sa Ginvest, ito po yung mga products natin. Let's say for example, ito pong Philippine Stock Index Fund. Okay, units. Ang presyo po ng kada unit, ito po, NAVPU. Ano yung NAVPU? Ang ibig sabihin po nito, Net Asset Value per Unit. Yung halaga ng isang unit or halaga ng isang mansanas. Magkano po yung halaga ng isang mansanas nila? It cost 939 pesos as of this moment. Okay? As of this moment. So kung bibili ka ng isang unit, magbabayad ka ng 939 pesos as of this moment. Over time, no, after 5 years, 10 years, ito pong presyo ng per unit na 939, tataas po yan. It will go up in value over time. No, not tomorrow, not after 2 weeks, hindi po after 3 months, after 5 months, no. Ano po yan? A year, it will take year, no? Kaya po ang kailangan nating dagdagan is hindi po yung amount na pera natin, kung hindi itong mga units po na ito. Yan, itong mga units po na yan. Yan ang dapat nating dagdagan. O, another example, dito po tayo sa ATRAM, Philippine Equity Smart Index Fund. Ito pong NAVPU niya, yung kung magkano po kada isa, 101 pesos. Alam niyo po ba na nagsimula po yan ng 89 pesos? Nung nag-invest po ako, nagsimula po yan, dito po yan, ito yan, yung graph po na yan. It cost around, yan, 88 lang pala, 88.88. Yan lang po ang halaga kada unit. Kada unit po bumili po ako ng 13 units. Ayan, 13 units po yung binili ko. Ang halaga po noon ay 88 kada unit. So tingnan po natin It's just a computation lang, sample lang. Bumili po ako ng 13 units. Sige, wait lang. Share po ako. Okay. Yan. Bumili po ako ng 13 units sa halagang 88.88. Ang ginastos ko lang po 1,155. Yan lang ang ginastos ko, 1,155. Tingnan niyo po yung value ngayon ng 13 units ko, umabot na po siya ng 1,360. So ibig sabihin, kung meron po bumili po ako noon ng 1,155, ngayon ang value po ng 13 units ko ay 1,360, kumita po ako ngayon ng 204 pesos. But hindi ko po pinapansin yun. I don't mind that. No? What I am doing is I am increasing my units. Sir, 101 pesos, that's expensive now. You said it's 88 pesos lang when you bought. 101 pesos lang. It doesn't matter. No? Ang tawag po dyan is dollar cost averaging or peso cost averaging at this thing. So ngayon po, wag po nating pansinin, ang mahal po ng per unit. Okay lang po 'yan. It's okay as long as we add some units dito po sa ating Ginvest. Over time, this 13 units, I will add units po in my investment. Over time, that will grow into 100 units. It will go up to 200 units until 1,000 units. Now, if I have, let's say for example, for an instance, if I have 1,000 units, okay, the total units that I have, for example, I have 1,000 units, and each unit, kada unit po kada unit, ang halaga po ay sabihin na nating 200. Alam niyo po magkano ang magiging market value ng investment ko? It will become 200,000. No? Can I get that in 5 months? Can I get that in 1 year? No. Hindi po. If someone offers you, hey, your 1,000 pesos will turn into 200,000 pesos in 3 months, that's a lie. Yun po yung scam. Okay? Pero pag dahan-dahan po yan, unti-unti, yan po yung legit. That's the legit one. This is a legit one. Kasi we are investing. No, we're not trading. Kasi kapag po ganon, let's say sasabihin nila, mag-invest ka sa akin ng 5,000. Invest here 5,000, then after 3 months, your 5,000 will turn into 150,000. That's not investment. That is a scam. Okay? So yun po yung pagkakaiba. That's the difference of legit investment into a scam investment. Yung too good to be true. Kasi I know it's really rampant here in the Philippines, yung mga scam na kumakalat. No? Kapag yung promise po is super exaggerated yung promise, then that is a scam. Yun po yung hint na that is a scam. And again, we're not investing for 3 months. We're not investing for 1 year. We're investing, I would say, a lifetime. No? Tuloy-tuloy po yan. And gusto ko pong sabihin sa inyo na sayang, no? Sayang po kapag hindi po ninyo or natin grinab itong opportunity na to. Nung pong time na inintroduce, when we introduce the Ginvest, yung value per unit po ng mga investment na to, itong mga products na to, wala pang 101, nasa 88 lang po yan. Ayan, yan po, 88 lang nung panahon. Ngayon tumaas na. Kung nag-invest po kayo nung panahon na yon, malamang no, kumita na rin yung inyong pera. So, kapag si Tom po ay, kasi nakikita po niya na marami din po sa atin yung hindi nag-i-invest Ang ginagawa, siguro ginagastos yung pera or san dinadala instead of investing sa mga products po na ito. No? Kapag si Sir Tom po ay, alam niyo na, pag nagsawa siyang magbigay, wala na, sayang naman po. No? So habang nandyan siya at willing po siya na i-help yung bawat isa sa atin, grab it po, grab it. At least, this is not our own money. No? It's not, alam niyo yun, parang hindi po natin pinaghirapan. At least, merong pong nagbibigay for our investment, and if it grows, then it will benefit the generations to come. Yung family po natin, sila yung magbe-benefit po nito. Like, parang ganito po, if you want to eat a mango or an apple 10 years from now, you have to start planting it. Kasi kung gusto natin kumain ng mansanas or mangga, after 10 years, then mag-plant na tayo ngayon, no? And then cultivate it, alagaan po natin, mag-add po tayo ng mga fertilizers, water it, no? Same principle lang po ng pagpapatubo ng mga halaman. So lalaki at lalaki po yung money natin, yung ano natin dito, yung investment po natin dito. It will again po, hindi po siya 3 months. Hindi po siya 1 year. Ang vision po nito for us is long term, mahabang panahon. Right now, dito po sa Pilipinas, sobrang taas po ng mga bilihin. Tama? Yung inflation po na tinatawag. Say for example, your salary today is 10,000. Yung value ng 10,000 na yan, bababa. Bakit? Kasi tataas po yung mga prices ng mga commodities. Tataas. No? If we don't have any asset that will help us or that will generate more money for us or that will, wala tayong asset, mahihirapan tayong makakope up sa inflation. So this is our asset ngayon. Itong mga investment po na to, they are growing in value. Okay? So ang encouragement po sa bawat isa po sa atin is to really invest. Yun po yung kailangan po nating gawin. So lahat po ng nandito sa call na ito, ine-encourage ko po kayo na mag-invest. Let's say for example, you earn, for this week, you earned 500 pesos. I-separate na po natin yung, well, you determine the amount. Let's say 10%, 20% of the earnings that you have. Then, i-mindset, let's put that in our mindset that I will invest. I am investing because I want to have an asset that's growing in value. I am investing for my family. Kahit ano pong reason ninyo na makaka-benefit para sa inyo. Okay? Kaya mag-invest po kayo. Ngayon, I would like to entertain some questions if you have. Kung meron po kayong tanong regarding sa investment or sa Ginvest. Kung meron po kayong tanong, sige, Tagalog, Bisaya, kasabot man ko mag-Bisaya, pero gamay ra. Sige, may question po ba kayo? Sige, sabi po ni Sincarf, the advantage of Ginvest is that it has no transaction fee, correct? Kung ano in-invest mo, yan mismo yung nasa investment account mo. Yes, totoo po yun. Totoo po yun. Thank you po for nothing you shared. Sige po, if meron po kayong tanong, si Carson mukhang nag-unmute, mukhang meron siyang question. Sige po, ano po ito, help session, kumbaga help session po itong segment po na to regarding sa investment sa Ginvest. Kasi we are seeing more people na nag-i-invest po sa Ginvest. Ang kinaganda lang po ng Ginvest, yung 50 pesos na natatanggap po natin, madali nating ma-invest. Maricel Benigay says, Sir, okay lang ba sa GoTrade mag-invest? Yes, okay na okay po. Any platform actually, any investment account that you have, pwede po yun. Tom said that he doesn't care what investment that you have as long as you have an investment account. That's the most important thing. Kung sa GoTrade, well and good. Kung sa Ginvest, well and good. Kung meron po kayong crypto like sa Binance or Binance, well and good as long as you have investment. What I learned from Tom is if we have an investment account, yung mindset natin nag-iiba, like alam mo yun, parang ang gaan ng feeling natin kasi we have assets that are growing in value because we are an investor. Again, we are not traders, we are an investor. So need verified account up to level 3 or up for GCash. Kailangan po ma-verify po yung account natin sa GCash before investing. Yes, kailangan po ng verification. So how can I verify my GCash account? If you have a valid ID, SSS, GSIS, license, driver's license, passport, yan po yung mga tinatanggap na ID sa Ginvest. So any questions po? We're getting more questions, Tom.
Yeah, I want to jump
We're
in for
putting
one
it
second and talk about getting the money into the account. You know, one of the things I want you to make sure you guys understand is you need to have an account and you need to put money into that account. So even if you're just using a Gcash and a Ginvest, you literally need to move the money into the Ginvest side. You need to move the money to the GoTrade side. You can't leave it in your checking account. It's separate. It's separate. It's a separate account. This is a bank account. This is a brokerage account. It has to be moved. And even if you just push it over there and leave it in cash, it has to be there. And in order for us to send out a reward, you have to show us that you've moved it over there. Okay, Daryl, you want to repeat that?
Yeah, sure. So ang sinasabi po nito is we should have an account na para lang po doon sa Ginvest. Say for example, nag-send po ng account ng reward sa GCash ninyo, move nyo po sa Ginvest, move nyo palagi doon kasi doon yung yun po yung pag-i-investan po natin eh. Tom, I'm going to answer this question real quick because it's really important. Sabi dito, pwede po bang mag-suggest kayo? The question, Tom, is can you suggest what company where we can invest? Which company? I think she's talking about in the Ginvest. So, Tom, the question is, which company
Yeah, let
should
me
we
talk about
invest
that
in?
one second. The challenge with Ginvest is you're very limited. You're very limited on what you can do in Ginvest. GoTrade, you can buy individual stocks. You can buy the S&P 500, the biggest 500 companies in America. And when you open up a GoTrade account, when you first open it, if you put in $5 US, that gets it open and you're up and running. If you wait, you have to continually add more cash until you have $10 US in there before you can start doing investments. The plus to Ginvest is that it's already hooked to your Gcash, but there's not very many things that you can invest in. I really do prefer a GoTrade or something like that, Uphold or Robinhood or something else, or a traditional account that you can invest in, because the real goal is, can you invest in the United States, the biggest 500 companies in America, the S&P 500? That's where that's where I'm putting a big chunk of our money. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but that's where we're putting our money. Daryl?
Thank you so much, Tom. So the answer is sa Ginvest, limited lang yung mga stocks na pwede nating bilhin. Pero meron pa rin. Meron pa rin po, no? So, sabi ni Sir Tom, hindi niya sinasabi kung ano yung dapat nating gawin. He's just saying that what he is doing, kung ano yung ginagawa niya. So it's up to us pa rin to decide what should we do. But Tom is teaching us the mga right principles, then we decide. Okay? Pero tinuturo pa rin niya, he's teaching what he is doing do sa mga successful things na nangyari po sa kanya. Sa GoTrade, meron pong magandang doon, the S&P 500. Kumbaga, nag-i-invest po tayo sa 500 largest companies sa United States, no? 500 kumpanya na malalaki. Kumbaga, bumibili tayo ng kumpanya o nagiging may-ari tayo ng kumpanya dun sa 500 largest companies na yun. And yung Berkshire Hathaway, no? Napakagandang companies po niyan na pag-investan. So, Ma'am Shari, kung sa Ginvest po, pwede yan kahit ano. Wala pong problema dyan. And kung meron kayong GoTrade, maganda pong pag-investan yung S&P 500 and Berkshire Hathaway. Again, Tom is not telling us what to do. He's just telling us what he is doing. Okay, thank you for that wonderful question po. And then next natin is mas okay po ba na gamitin ng G-Credit para makabili ng stock sa Ginvest? Well, Paul, yung G-Credit po, utang yan. No? You are loaning money. Personally, I don't encourage that, to loan money just to buy stocks. Tom, do you encourage to loan money to buy stocks?
To borrow money? Are you saying to borrow money to buy stocks?
Yeah, loan money to a bank.
Oh,
Okay. So, hindi po.
we're going to
Hindi tayo,
we're going to talk about that in a second. But only the money you have available is for you to be able to invest. Don't borrow money to invest. It's only the liquid cash that you have.
Okay. Kung ano lang po yung pera nyo, let's say 75 pesos or 50 pesos, 100, yun lang, invest nyo po yun. Every time that you have 50 or 100, 150, whatever money na meron kayo na hindi utang, not coming from loan, invest nyo po yun sa stocks. No, ako ngayon, my mindset right now is I don't want to spend. I'd rather invest. No, I'd rather invest sa Ginvest or GoTrade sa stocks para magkaroon po ng units or shares sa mga companies. Thank you, Paul, sa question. Emery says, ang dollar sa GoTrade namin uubusin ba? Dapat po ubusin niyo yung kung meron kayong yung cash sa GoTrade. It will just sit there, no? It will not grow, it will not diminish, but it will just sit there. The problem to that is yung value ng pera, it's going down. No? Kapag nandyan lang, let's say for example, you save money for 10 years and you save up to 100,000, let's say for example. After 10 years, the value of that 100,000 is not 100,000 anymore. Because of what? Inflation. Kasi yung dating, let's say, I'm going to buy Coke, can of Coke. A can of Coke 10 years ago cost like, example, cost like $1 10 years ago. But now, ang can of Coke, ang cost na po ngayon, example lang, again, $5 na. So mahal siya, di ba? So yung $1 mo dati, nakakabili ka ng 1 can of Coke. Ngayon, yung 1 can of Coke, kailangan $5 na. So nagmamahal. So kailangan ubusin nyo po. Yes, invest po ninyo. Again, we are not losing money. It's just the value that's going up and down every day. But don't worry kasi po, we are doing this for long term. After 10 years, yung value ng binili po nating share, it will go up. No, after many years. Okay. Another question from Ireneo. My investment is with the GoTrade.
Before you go there, Daryl, why do I want you to start and get an investment account? People, you need to understand this, because I want you in the game. Okay, I want you to at least get those accounts open and get in the game. You may decide not to jump in and start playing. You may decide to leave your money in cash, but it's in a separate account ready to do something. It's just to get you in the game. Most of you really need to figure out how to make more money and get your side businesses up and running and make more money. But eventually you need to have your money working for you. Okay, if you're working for money, but your money has to learn to work for you. So I know that it's a crazy, and we're going to talk about that in just, in fact, we're going to go there right now if we can. I want to talk a little bit about the roller coaster. I want to talk a little bit about loan versus own, so you can see what we're talking about. And I think that'll help you out quite a bit. So Daryl, we're going to come back. Just be with me, because you're going to be part of this next as well. Okay. All right. We're going to be right back, guys. We're going to talk about the roller coaster and about loan, cash, loan, and own, and really how that all works. A little bit more on dollar cost averaging,